Hello and welcome to another Looney Tunes commentary. This is for Bosco's Fox Hunt, directed by Hugh Harman, released in 1931. And if you're enjoying these commentaries, please consider subscribing if you haven't done so, you'll know when a new commentary or video comes out by me. Now, this one is one of many cartoons that were released in the 30s that had to do with fox hunting, which I have to say, if you know what actually happens in a fox hunt, if you've seen some of the footage of it and whatnot, it's awful. and yet these cartoons seem to make out like it's a happy event, but not for the poor fox. But anyway, that aside, I do like how there's an elephant riding a horse. gotta love that. See, this cartoon, for me anyway, starts off kinda okay. It's got a few funny gags. You got Bosco and whatnot. But you gotta wonder, since when did Bosco become a hunter? I thought he liked animals. Well, there's the fox. I mean, and apologies for the poor print. This was the best I could do. So it's a little bit smudgy and whatnot, seeing this fox. I wonder if it's one of Foxy's relatives. Or maybe now that Foxy's out of work, maybe that's him, and he's just decided to go back into the wild. Who knows? I do notice though, if you look here, later on you'll see that I believe that they reused some of the animation, and there was a very quick cut. It was like a blink if you miss it, where he was out fully in the water, and then a split second later, the background just changed, that he wasn't in the middle of the water anymore, but it was on the edge. So, bit of a goof. I do like this gag with the horse. I mean, you'd think the elephant would have this problem being on the back of a horse, but as you would expect in these sort of cartoons, you can sort of pick where some of these gags, like what's going to happen with some of these gags. I mean, you don't see a log on the right corner, and now you do. It's like, yep, of course he's going to put it in. Of course he's going to do that. I do like the animation here with the log horse. And, well, this worked out. The log grew, but that's okay. We'll forgive it. No, the cartoon actually gets actually pretty decent. And again, see, this is the repeated animation I mentioned before. When it's Bosco and his dog and the fox. Sorry, I just got distracted by that elephant while I was talking there. At least with these fox hunting shorts from, I mean, not just this one, but just overall from the many studios, including, I think there was a Mickey Mouse one as well. The fox tends to win in the end anyway, but it's definitely just as bad as the whale hunting. Like, you might see a few cartoons based around that. At least with whale hunting, there was a reason. I mean, it was for the oil. But fox hunting is just cruel. Here is interesting. You'd think that they would have gone with the mammy joke, but no, they do something actually quite funny. When I first saw this, I thought I was quite amused. Like, you'd think you'd walk up and say mammy, but no. So here's where the cartoon actually gets pretty decent. So you've got the Pluto-esque dog. I think it's his first appearance actually in this short. And Bosco's magical pants can fit that big gun. I mean, we've definitely seen that before. But what happens to the dog is quite... Well, I won't say cruel. I mean, the fox is obviously defending itself, but you don't usually see in the cartoon. And it's funny that this last part actually feels closer to a Looney Tunes short that would come later on once once Tex Avery and Bob Clampett and so on come on board. I like how wobbly that gun is. It's a pretty powerful gun. It's like a water hose that's out of control. Now here, this is pretty vicious. Oof. That would be pretty painful. I don't know, is that gag a bit too mean-spirited? I mean, it is a cartoon after all. It seemed a bit cruel. Granted, it deserved it. I mean, and Bosco definitely deserves this. I mean, really, Bosco? Do you need to be hunting foxes? And I like the design of this boar-like creature. Massive tusks. I think it's a boar. Wild pig, or whatever we want to... Now here is again, it's close to what a Looney Tunes cartoon should be. I just like what the dog does. But overall, this cartoon's, well, the last third anyways, is actually pretty decent. I like this. Boom. So yeah, that's Bosco's Fox Hunt. Not too bad. Not his best, but the last third is definitely inching towards the Looney Tunes we know and love. So happy. Thanks a lot for listening, guys, and until next time.